Hey Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly where we are going to use the Who Tarot to get an opening message for you. See what the focus on and ask about, okay? Might do this all the time. I don't know. I just like it. I love this deck, okay? Yeah, that's not what I said. I said deck. Thank you. I'm just saying. Yes. Oh, you say nope. That's not what I said, baby. God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Please give me some clear, concise, opening messages for the sign of Aquarius. I'm going to get two cards, one for initial and two to clarify what the overall message will be about for the sign of Aquarius. Thank you. Messages for Aquarius. Let's cut this deck. See what we got. John Horse. Hey, Scott. Sky G. Look, I'll be had to look in there because, girl, I can't read today. Or I'm so sorry if you're not a girl. If you're a guy, Sky G. I don't know if that's a girl right now. I'm just saying, shut up. The big house. Oh, God, y'all. Look at this. There's some slavery cards. Let me stop saying it. I'm sorry. That was just rude as fuck to the ancestors. Sorry, they ancestral cards. Who the fuck do I think I am, ancestors? I know. I'm sorry. I need it. I deserve that. I needed that. Oh, okay. Thank you. Look, I needed that. I needed that love. Like, I don't know who I'm playing love too much, and I'm not gonna play when it comes to the ancestors. I just needed that little smack in the face to wake myself up. Because, baby, who do I think I am? I'm sorry. These do go back to slavery, but the slavery's is our ancestors. Some of us, anyways. Some of us, not all of us. So, is it even right for me to read this? I have to talk to y'all about that later because we doing it this week. We ain't putting it back. These are my ancestors, okay? My ancestors for sure. All right. We'll talk about that later, y'all. Don't embarrass me in front of the viewers. All right. So we got to get in here and find John Horse in the big house. I'm sure the big house. I ain't going to say I'm sure because I'm still learning, but I think that's the tower. John Horse is the emperor. Well, shit. At least we got one good card out there. The emperor. Whew. Somebody's here. Something good. And the saying for the emperor, John Horse, the emperor. Where there is no guidance, a people falls. But in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. Proverbs 11:14. The plan is Sibis. The image is, let me put that back up there. John Horse is seated calmly on his throne. He has a rifle snapped to him. He's clutching a knife in one hand, and in the other hand is balled into a tight fist. He's ready for anything. However, John's most powerful weapon, arguably, is his prophet, Abiaka, who is busy summoning spirits to keep the community safe. Abiaka's clan totem, the Black Panther, woo, is this where y'all going? Is poised for a vicious attack against anyone who dares to challenge them. This book got some knowledge for your ass, and I like it. Okay. So he with Black Panthers, the emperor, in this hoodoo tarot, which I like. Okay, what's this they done gave me? Send us this card to receive our latest catalog free of charge. Inner Traditions Bear Company. I might just do that. And it fell right out when I was talking about the knowledge this book is offering. Okay. Anyway, John Horse, born from 1812 to 1882, a.k.a. Juan Caballo, was born into slavery in Florida. Not much is known about his early life, but he became a leader of Seminole Indians, and participated in the Second Seminole War. Y'all might be saying that wrong. Which, prior to the war in Vietnam, was the United States Army's only non-victory. In addition, in 1849, John Horse led the largest escape of enslaved people to freedom in U.S. history. He also founded free settlements for the runaways in Oklahoma and Mexico. For the time of his death, John Horse had fought against the French, the Americans, the hostile Indians, working in conjunction with the colonists. He avoided slave catchers, 3 wars, and several assassination attempts. These are but a few of his warrior outstanding accomplishments. He defended a free black settlements on free frontiers and said to love children, whiskey, and his noble white steed, American. His noble white steed, American, whatever that is. Keep going. The man who is being credited as John Horse's spiritual guide and mentor was a Creek medicine man and prophet named Abika Hadjo, born from 1760 to 1860, aka Sam Jones. This is some. Hey, Miss King, look, I might not want to hear all this knowledge, but I'm reading it anyway. The ancestors done stepped in this week, I'm guessing. Through Abika was not as well known. This is just history behind the card. It ain't the meaning at all yet. Though Abika was not as well known to the public as John Horse, he was no less important to maintaining the cohesion of the Seminole people. In fact, without Abika's determination as a leader, many women, children, elderlies would have been slaughtered. The Seminoles would have not been a band in Florida this very day if it were not for him. Abika's name is translated as crazy rattlesnake in English, but the Musokoji Creek in Abika is said to mean heap at the root. In the immortal words of Morpheus from The Matrix, fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony. Boy. We're going to learn something this week. Now let's get to the meaning, y'all, of John Horse the Emperor in this deck. John Horse appears in a reading when you are being advised to take charge of whatever is going on in your life. This is not the time for self-doubt or weakness of any kind. Oh, and they get up in your ass because it's the ancestors. This is not time for self-doubt or weakness of any time, of any kind. If you indulge in those emotions too long, you are certain to lose more than you can imagine. The odds may be tough, but John Horse teaches us that no matter how great the odds are against us, victory is still achievable. When this card comes up, there's simply no course of action but to get organized and then charge full steam ahead. However, John Horse is also reminding you that even the greatest warriors require support. He is telling you that you may increase your chances of winning by having the right spiritual teacher in your corner. If you receive John Horse in a reading, considering the following. Effective leadership requires wise counsel and up-to-date information. Are you following the right leaders or elders at this stage at your journey? What does lineage mean to you? What does lineage mean to you? Do you know yours? Who they up in our asses, ain't they? Who do you protect yourself from? Who do you protect yourself from attack? Oh, how do you protect yourself from attack? Get organized and focused or prepare for certain defeat. Does this plan have a solid foundation? Do you have a problem with authority for its own sake? The law is on its way. The system. That's what they said. Stick to your regimen for best results. If you value comfort over security, things are about to get really uncomfortable. Stop whining and fight. The ancestors is every Indian wants to be a chief. What does your father/father figure have to say about that? I'm gonna love these cards. I'm about to get to studying right after we done for today. Cause I don't mind. I know some of y'all don't like being told, but I don't mind. I like the ancestors get up in my ass. Tell me, baby. Set me straight before I set myself wrong. What is it? What's that saying? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check me before I wreck me. That's all I'm saying. I'm looking for the big house. I think that's the tower. Yep. The big house is the tower. Seem like jail to me now. That's what they used to call it, right? Amen. Smiley face back at you, Miss King. I don't know if I said, hey, Miss King. I think I did. Okay, but the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. Isaiah 34:11. And they give you a Bible verse for it. So what you got a problem with my tarot? Go look up in the Bible. That's what I love. The ancestors, that what you got a problem with the cards say? Go check it out in the Bible. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it, y'all. In their face. Whoever's face, not y'all's, but whoever got a problem with the tarot. Anyway, the plan is the oak. The image is, and you won't probably know until they explain it, so I just hold it up so you can see it still. The woman looking at a plantation home with a rose-colored lens is unable to see the suffering of the people plummeting from the window. It's like they don't even exist. Now I got to check it out for myself too. So these people would outside, this is the rose-colored glasses where you refuse to tell yourself the truth. You paint a good picture for yourself and refuse to see what's really happening outside of it. Okay? Somebody's doing that here. Because this is your message, Aquarius. Somebody's sitting here looking out, acting like things are perfect, acting like everything's fine when there's really a lot of this going on around the outside. So you're needing to take charge with the giant horse. But hold on, we ain't finished with this yet. But I see the message already. So the plantation's having a problem. And this woman got a rose-colored lens because that's the way she wants to see it. So she's unable to see what people are really seeing and what people are really experiencing. So it's like they don't even matter or they don't even exist because the way she wants to see it. That's all that matters. This damn woman. Okay. There is no greater symbol of Southern gentility than a majestic plantation home surrounded by lush Victorian gardens. Every year, millions of people from all over the world flock to the South for plantation tours as their guides prattle on about lemonade, quant customs, and court aesthetic balls during what many call a simpler time. What they don't tell you is that most of the villages and fields were already there and thriving poor to the arrival of foreigners. In other words, indigenous people were literally forced to work in their own land. So while this simpler time was certainly the reality for hundreds of prosperous slave owners, it was not for thousands of enslaved people who endured servants. For them, the big house was far from beautiful and insisted an unpredictable house of warriors. Whew. These cards gonna struck some nerves on y'all. I'm sorry. And I ain't like really saying nothing about y'all or y'all ancestors. So nobody should be getting offended at me, but I already feel it coming. Anyway, the meaning is when the big house comes up in the reading, it may be trying to prepare you for a sudden change. The subsequent trauma that will come from it. There will be no opportunity to adjust. You will simply have to just deal with the things the best way you know how to. Basically, in the Emperor, what they say, stop whining and fight. It's going to be one of those moments. If you are not a big embracer of change and don't like surprises, life is about to suck big time. Ooh, they don't even sugarcoat it. Life is about to suck big time, but it don't have to. The best thing to do when you get to the news is to fight the urge to resist or deny whatever is occurring. And try your best to look on the bright side. If there's no, I feel like somebody's grandma talking. I feel like I got a little thing over my head and my hairs and curls. And I'm just saying, child, Whew. If there's no bright side or no, why am I talking like that? What's up, this? If there's no bright side or you're recently unable to see it, then seek support immediately. Reach out to family, friends, maybe your granny, family, friends, or neighbors to call a hotline to talk to someone. It's important that you have people around you now that can keep you focused and grounded as the winds change, uproot all that seemed permanent. If you receive the big house in a reading, considering the following. Your plans may have been disrupted in a way you can't imagine. Damn, they ancestors. Woo, calm down just a little. No, they don't like the sugarcoat. Okay. In the breakdown or the break, is this a breakdown or a breakthrough? In what way does this change or hurt your ego? Things may actually turn out better in the end. What or who do you need to help you through this difficult time? There is a danger of going completely off the rails. Mind your temper. Oh, yeah, that's your granny for real. Mind your temper, boy. Oh, I guess that would be both. Anyway, and just like that, it's over. Pick up the pieces and let go. How would this experience ensure you to new heights? Why do you think that idea just came out of the blue? Perhaps it's not such a big surprise at all. You weren't ready to see it. And the truth hurts. Whew. Well, that do make sense, because if you're sitting there trying to just keep the perspective that you want, this is how you're looking at it, because you don't want to face the problems. You don't want to face what's really going on in your reality. So you tell yourself that it's like this. But somebody needs to stand the fuck up and fight for themselves, because that's not how it is. The way you wish it was and the way it's actually going is not the truth. And somebody's not ready to even see the truth, which is why they lie to themselves. But fuck that. Take charge of that bullshit. That's why it's a tower, because somebody's, and the people that's lying to themselves, I'm going to tell you like the ancestors tell you. Your plans may be disrupted in a way you can't imagine. Damn. The truth hurts. And then the last one is, perhaps it's not such a big surprise at all. You just wasn't ready to see it. And the truth hurts. Damn. The truth sure do hurt, but just hurt me with the truth. I'd rather that. So it don't just big blow up in my face like this, you know. But somebody's sitting here. It's like the energy of somebody's been ignoring something, you know. They've been kind of seeing it on the brighter side, or keep trying to look at the rose color part of it instead of what the chaotic part of it, because they don't want to cause no problems, because they don't want to have a big blow up. So they just sit there and they just don't say anything and act like things are perfect. But that's about to change here, because the universe is forcing somebody to take charge of a situation. They're forcing them to see the truth versus what they want to see. Okay, so I'm going to get some cards out for that. So, God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please give us some messages about John Horse in the big house for Aquarius. What messages do we have for Aquarius about John Horse in the big house? The Page of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. That means somebody knows. That's when I see the potential, but I really hate to admit it to myself. That's my card for that. So somebody knows this. I'm taking these 3 back. I'm taking them all back, really, because I don't like to choose which ones are more important. There he is. Let's start with him. There you go. He's there again. This is somebody, you know, this is some potential. You see it, but you really just got your arms closed and you hate to admit it to yourself. That's what's happening here. Somebody don't want to see the truth. They know the truth. They really ain't ready to hear about it or see about it or confront it. The Moon. The Queen of Swords. But the Queen of Swords is intuitive. See, she knows the sun and the moon is here together. She knows, and she just needs to cut this shit out. But I don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's waiting to take charge as the emperor, like John Horse. Take charge of this, is what they're saying. What else we got on this other side? Okay. So the first card is The Hermit reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. Queen of Wands. And the Two of Cups. That's what this all could be about. I should have never pulled it on the same thing because I feel like now they didn't gave me all the same energy because that's what it's all about. Somebody sees that this shit need to be over, need to be done. Somebody dealing with a Virgo, but they don't want to because he's my masculine. He's my divine. He's the emperor. And I don't want this and I don't want that. And I don't want to see him like this. And I'm going to just keep him because I've done it and I ain't Gary picking back up. But let's see. The moon. Tell me about the moon. This on this side lets me know because the sun shines light on the moon. This is the light shining on the dark. So whatever was hidden, you can see it clearly. You absolutely can. This is somebody. Somebody can see it clearly. You just don't want to see what's happening for real. So you choose to look at it like this. So the truth is here, right? But somebody, this Queen of Swords, she's facing the moon and she got her back towards the sun. She'd rather be lied to than told the truth. The truth hurts too much to acknowledge it, I guess, for somebody. But the universe is is urging you to take charge of it as the emperor. To fight. To stop whining and fight. That's exactly how they said it. Okay? So let's see about... Okay, well, y'all couldn't wait to send these out. Okay? The moon here is the Nine of Roses, the roses and the owl. So some secret here is the roses and the owl. The flowers. Beauty in a happy face is what I bring. I am a gift that warms your heart. I am your recovery and your well-being. No matter what this card is for me, I will always change it positively. And then we got 12. I'm going to just read those every time. A phone call, a text, or a date. That is how I communicate. I am in meetings or interviews, and I like to negotiate. I could be your sibling, your lover, or mate. Couples is what I indicate. So that's what it is in the moon. Somebody's got somebody else. But somebody don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that because then it would mess up their whole perfect plan, their whole perfect. But it's not that they can't admit it to themselves because it's undeniable here. Somebody has something's going on in the dark with couples, a date, somebody bringing a happy face and a warm heart. It's something going on here in the moon. And it was in the moon until the sun came and illuminated it. And now the Queen of Swords is supposed to act on it, but she's not acting. She's just sitting here trying to make it look like, ignore it, like it never happened or some shit like that. And I know the feeling. Yeah, I'd rather hear the truth than be hurt with a lie too. But this Aquarius woman ain't acting normally because that's air signs. This air sign, she is at heart Aquarius woman. She would much rather hear the truth, but something is not right now. She don't want to be right now. She's discovered something about somebody in the dark with the moon card. She's discovered secrets. Something that's unknown light's been shown, and it's about it's about couples and the flowers. Okay, they signify, it could be siblings though, but that's not what she's finding out. That ain't what the hell she finding out. She finding out the motherfucker's somebody's wearing a mask. She's finding out messages. She's finding out communication, and somebody's doing some old other shit behind her back is what she's finding out. She don't want to confront it. And I don't know, she don't want to confront it because she don't want it to be over. Because she feel like, I don't know what she feels like. I can't express that for her. Tell me about the sun card. I'm going to skip over her and go to the sun. She don't want to lose something. I had to put them all back because I wasn't taking 4. And if I put the 3 back, I got to put the mice card back too. Whatever comes back is meant to be. So, and that could be a message for this woman. Whatever's coming back is meant to be for you, baby. Okay? We got 19 and 8. See, something's over. The sun is showing it to you for you to end it, not for you to ignore it. Okay? Where's my book? We already see that that's going to be some card with death, a coffin, something. You can see by looking at it. Number 8, the coffin. I already knew. I am the painful change and transition. You will feel me through your body, your mind, and certainly your wallet. Depression, loss, and bankruptcy are all my specialties. I am sickness and bed rest. I am endings and sometimes death. Yeah, something's being showed to you to let you know that it's over and you ain't accepting it. I know that feeling. Tower moment. That's what that 19 is. It's a tower. Corporations, organizations, institutions, and governments come under my influence. I am boundaries and restrictions, so be mindful of isolation. I describe your ambitions as well as your expectations, and let's not forget your higher education. This is a symbolic of a structure that offers protection and security. In the game of hope, it is a watchtower on high ground for surveillance over the countryside beyond. Well, where they put these cards with? Not death. I ain't looked with death. Did they put death with the tower? Something's being changed. Misconstrued here. Something's like blowing up or being over. Somebody, it's like blowing up and being over in a major way, and somebody's still not accepting it. Somebody down there done got shown that enough motherfuckers speaking a love language with other motherfuckers, and they still ain't accepting it. Like, yeah, you doing this and you doing that, but you really want to be with me type of shit. Like, yeah, he would, but he really is one of them left. And I ain't trying to talk about nobody because I know this feeling. Talking about the Queen of Swords. Acceptance is sometimes the hardest thing, but you really don't need this motherfucker. All you need is you. You don't want to lose. The mice card is back out here. With the 42 carded. Which I don't know. Should we call that a compass or a watch? They call it a compass. Looks like a compass. But I seen the compass on the stars, so I am here to help you find your way. If there's a journey to be taken or a choice to be made, I can provide you with the directions and a path so you don't stray. 42, and it's with numbers at 23. They gave 21 or 22, but they didn't give 23. The compass card represents that many things that can guide you. There are many things that can guide you on your path. This card is a reminder to notice and heed the signs and symbols that you might see along the way. Pay particular attention to the cards related, and none of the cards are related on here that y'all gave me. So it can represent someone or something that provides guidance and helps direct you towards your goal. This card urges you to examine the point of focus you are undertaking. Look where the needle is pointed. So somebody's focusing on something that needs to be over, and they know it. But they might be necessarily afraid of loss, but now that they're losing out on this, or it's something's either leaving in a small amount of these or it's taken in a big chunk, they're kind of just lost and not knowing what to do. So it's not that it's not that. So let me change the story up. So it's not that this person, because Dad said this lady on this card that says she wanted to see it. She's ignoring this. And it's not that this lady here, she's not necessarily ignoring this. This is how she's seen it. And this is how they showed her. So now she's just sitting there. She's just sitting there like still stuck, not knowing what to do. So she needs the compass, like to help her, to pull her. Like, what do I do now? Because it's kind of blown her. She didn't know, like she didn't expect this at all. So she looked at something like maybe something very happy or something that was, at least brought some excitement, and now boom, it just blows up and now it's got to be over. So she's like kind of baffled with it. I don't know. What's this? I want to know what the roses and the owl is. This is the owl is got to look the information, higher perspective here. The King of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. Three of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ace of Cups. Food card. Somebody's sitting around waiting on somebody to take a leap, but then underneath the surface, this motherfucker's all out being a player, taking people on dates, being inspired to meet new people. But still got you waiting in the Hierophant, in the spiritual level connection, in the deep. So, but at this point, I do feel like you're chalking it up as a loss with the mice card, but you're still sitting here in the residue of the situation trying to figure out where to go next. What do I do next? What is supposed to happen next? Since this wasn't my journey, what is my journey? Why compass? That's what she's trying to figure out for herself. Like, okay, now that's not it. So what's next? She's still standing up and fighting for herself. She's not just laying down and giving up. She's walking away from some leap of faith she was waiting on, and she's choosing herself, even if that means cold, sad, and lonely. But she's doing what she need to do. She's putting it into a situation, and it's a disaster for her. But she has to do it. She's taking charge as John Horse because the truth is being shown to her. I don't feel like she's want to, but at first when I was saying she's just ignoring it, I don't feel like she is. With more cards coming out, somebody might be ignoring it. That might have been somebody's story at that time of the reading, but this lady here, she not just ignoring it. She figuring out what's about to happen next. But I know that she's Ace of Cups reverse. She know that that's not about to happen. She is going to be taking charge because now that she's seeing things more clearly. Okay, so let's go over here because we got the Hermit reverse with the Ten of Swords reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Let me talk about this Tower real quick before I leave this side. There it is. She's finding out some type of truth. Equal give and take. Somebody's nurturing the situation of truth. King of Pentacles. It's a third-party situation. Somebody's made their decision. Somebody's made a decision to have an equal give and take with this Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles. But they got you waiting on a... Or they did. I don't know if they had you waiting or you waiting on your own, but somebody felt inspired to maybe either rekindle in their relationship or something. Somebody's finding out that it's another energy. And that's why this person's been putting in work, energy, time, money, effort, and you're baffled. I don't know if this person had to tell you something for you to sit there with your lip on the ground like that. When your jaw drop and you just be like, your friend be like, you be like, and then your friend just be like, just holding your mouth while y'all still look like, bitch, pick your mouth up. Your real friend anyway. Your real bitch gonna pick your jaw up and make sure she hold that bitch so these bitches don't see you out here with your mouth long hanging. Because, bitch, they caught me off guard. And I would have never let you hoes see me sweating and said, see, look at my friend still hold my chin up because she know me. She got me. And that's who it's like that. Because she ain't gonna let my shit fall. She not about to let you bitches see me sweat because I couldn't get myself, so she got me. It's like one of them. But anyway, I don't know if you have something that this lady seen, if it was actually saw, or it was messages sent. But he's saying it's an old king of the queen, a king of queen, and a king of pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Then reconcile. King of Pentacles seemed like he's supposed to be single though. Over here and doing something else, but we ain't gonna get into that because over here I don't know. Okay, that's the bottom of the deck. Tell me about this Hermit reverse. Somebody been at a crossroad, but they've been putting their energy into somebody. So you trying to see what's going on, and they all unavailable. Why? Because this is gonna be the same thing over here. They all unavailable because look at that. Same thing over here. Hermit reverse, the sun and the moon. That's the sun and the moon. That's the moon illuminating the sun. That somebody had a decision, and that decision might not have been you. Damn. Tell me about this Ten of Swords reversed. I don't like that. Yep. But guess what, though? On this side, it's a little different. On this side, you just now getting into finding out that, oh, well, this motherfucker lying. He really done went back to somebody. He acting like he's single when he really ain't. Well, on this side, this is something else here. On this side, this is the sun. This could be a Virgo, or this is you being learned some information about a Virgo. Don't gotta be even a Virgo at all. But this is the information being learned. The sun is shining in the on the moon. That decision that somebody made in the dark, well, guess what it did? Whip. The whip card. It whipped their ass because it was karma. Yep. And it's not going to be a new beginning after all. In fact, that shit is over already. And it might actually be here that it's because he is the King of Wands over there and he got somewhere he's supposed to be. So for some of y'all done picked y'all lip up. Y'all done moved on. Done figured it out. Now here come this motherfucker. The one that you had your lip dropping. Here he come. Because that same decision he made that was illuminated to you over here, oh, it ain't work out so well for his ass. Why? Because the whip card is here and the child card is reversed. That means something didn't start or something's already done. Damn. So now what they coming back for? Oh, because now they were the person. The emperor, he was the person. So for some of you, it's y'all that need to take charge, or y'all did, or whatever the case is. And then this is because this person's taking charge. They no longer look at it like this. They see that it's really a fucking disaster and I need to take charge of this. So this decision that they made, they trying to act like everything's all good, but that shit ain't. That shit whipped their ass and they don't want to be in it. They wanted to be over like yesterday and they want to get back here and they are going to get back here. But they're going to have to say all this. Tell them about this Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's where the luck is lying with you. They coming back over here saying, well, you got the luck. The Clover card. It's about luck. No matter what happens, the Clover got luck. So they feel like you got some type of luck. Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine. Yep. The man. He either feeling like you his good luck charm or you got some type of luck. That's how he looking at you because... Or maybe you told him something. You cut out waiting on his ass too. And now he want to lock it down. Now he want to roll the dice and take a risk on you because you done waiting. Yeah, because motherfucker, some of y'all could have told this man. And that's why he pretending that he didn't go back because you already told him that wouldn't be a good idea as the empress standing in your power, telling him knowing things that he don't know. And now that's why he looking at you like you all lucky and shit, like you know shit that everybody else don't. Psh, bitch, we got gifts, some of us. A lot of us, and we all got intuition. So, but no more waiting. What about this Two of Cups? That's the stork. That's starting something new or having babies. And that's Aquarius energy. And it's also written in the stars that something is starting new here. It's preordained. So here this man coming in here with messages, feeling like he running out of time. So he's snatching that motherfucking mask off his face. Because he the one chose another woman. For whoever this is that I'm resonating with, this person had a decision. See that staircase? You can go either way. In love, it was a decision, and they made the wrong one. Why? Because it's whipping their damn ass. In the meantime, they got you over here thinking that they ain't doing nothing but working on themselves for being single, or they just don't want a relationship. Meanwhile, they went back to their motherfucking ex, but when you call them, guess what? You can't get their ass on the phone. They always unavailable. All of a sudden, you all can't talk to you. Well, what's going on? What you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, you was in a relationship. But now you ain't, huh? Because karma done tallied that up for you, huh? Yeah. Then whip that ass with the whip card. I'm just saying, don't reap out what you look. If you reap it, you're going to sow it. So don't be up here crying when it's time to sow it. Whoever this masculine is, he thought he knew it all. And now it's bittersweet for you too, because motherfucker, we supposed to be, now I'm finding out that you ain't motherfucking single. You in a relationship. You done chose a bitch. I'm up here thinking you at the crossroad about to choose me, and you done chose a bitch. No, for real. That make you want to kick in a motherfucker dough. Like, oh, okay. You let me just remember who the fuck I am. Let me just calm the motherfucker down. He chose this bitch. Oh, okay. Oh, you chose the bitch, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, then you hear a little knock at the door, and you like, oh, you chose the bitch. I accepted that you chose the bitch. I let you have the bitch. I let you keep the bitch. Now the bitch ain't work out. You at my door? Look, that's how you gonna be. If this is your story and the motherfucker coming to knock on your door after you tell a motherfucker it's this and that, whatever the case may be, and they don't have the audacity to be 100, so they tell you, oh, I ain't ready to be in a relationship because I got hurt, or I've been through this, or I'm healing. Whole time you back with your motherfucking ex, you back shacked up, you back doing this, lying and shit. Oh, okay, we'll see how the universe handles that, baby. I bet you really be hurt. What you was claiming. You was claiming that shit, ain't you? You was claiming it, ain't it? Oh, okay. You said you was hurt, ain't it? Oh, okay. But you hurt now for real, ain't it? Uh-huh. Yeah, because you spoke that shit into your existence. Right? Yeah. You hurt now. Yeah, because the old girl that you was insisting on going back to, the one that you didn't want me to know that you went back to because I told you it wasn't going to be a good idea. That's why. So you didn't want me to know. So you hid that shit. Act like you was still single and healing. Meanwhile, you in a relationship. Now, whole time, karma done drug you through that bitch. The relationship done fucked you up in a matter of 30 days, 60 days, however long you been hiding it. The relationship done drug your ass the way you drugged me. It's not funny. It's really not funny. Universe, I'm sorry. Don't get me. I shouldn't laugh at these people. We shouldn't laugh at these masculines, women. Feminines, we shouldn't laugh at these masculines because the jokes at first. Look at the empress sitting down there pretty, like, yeah, bitch, joke's on you. Huh? Well, who you choose over there? Huh? Who you choose? Who you choose? Who you with? But that's the emperor. That's the empress. It don't matter. That's what this is all about. Somebody taking charge of what the truth is. So this man, he sat here and made this decision because this is how he's seeing things. This is how he's seeing things. You want to go, this is what you remember, the good old days or how things used to be, but this shit is all fucked up now. You got shit hanging all out the ceiling and out the windows and shit. And this is how you see it. It's perfect. So you go on back and this is how you see it, right? So you going back and the universe show you this is how it really is, right? So now you forced. You ain't got no other option but to take charge as John Horse. And who is John Horse in this deck? Well, he's the emperor. You ain't got no choice now to take charge as the emperor. Because you done chose a shitty ass situation for yourself by trying to go back to an old hoe when you're supposed to be moving on with a new hoe. And neither one of them are hoes, but I'm just saying, okay? So, but that's just for some masculine out there. There's a feminine out here who ain't being honest with herself about what this masculine is doing. Well, she knows, but she prefer to just see it the way she see it. Well, he's buying me this and he pays my bills or whatever she tells herself. I don't know. But then we got somebody else like, it is what it is. I'm taking charge of the woman. Like you want to be with that girl, you be with her. I'm going to be with me. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be my emperor and my empress. Okay. And that's just what it's going to be. And then that person right there is going to have this emperor knocking at his fucking door because he the one that got to take charge of this. The truth. What he chose a fucking disaster over a pretty picture. That's all I'm saying. He chose to be wounded and have anxiety over being chill with the empress. Joke's on you, sucker. The universe don't like me to do that. It's ego. Well, at least I'm only a Northnode in Aquarius, so this could be partially my story, but it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not, Anyways, so I'm not technically telling anybody jokes on you. It's not like my person's going to be watching because I'm a whole full-blown Aquarius and they're going to say, well, I did this to her and she's talking to me, But anyways, somebody did this shit. And somebody's gonna be regretting it here in about sometime this week. And they've been regretting it. It's just a matter of that you're going to be finding out that they regretted it sometime this week because The emperor needs to take charge of the truth. And the truth would be that I was stupid to choose that decision. I should have never made that decision. I should have chose you in the very beginning because my intuition was telling me, my eyes, I knew, it's going to be that. Motherfucker going to be breathing, trying to say, you're going to be like, can you just slow down? I can't get what you're trying to tell me. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. And I do hope it helps. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in your next video. Have a blessed week. Namaste. And thanks for watching.